All right?
It's a man-made thing. One of those Cardinals or Saints over in Europe decided to outline 7 things that plague us as people. So it might not be biblical, but it's a good lesson to life.
Yes,
I
sir.
think so.
All right?
So we all are guilty of it.
Yes, sir.
I can stand up there and say that without blinking an eye. Greed.
Yes, sir.
We all get greedy sometimes.
Uh-huh.
It's good to have a little greed. It motivates you to push you to do some things.
Uh-huh.
But once you go overboard, trying to take everything you see, people hate to see you coming.
All right.
Lust.
Uh-oh.
That's right up on my street right there. But lust, that really gets us. We like everything we see. That's not necessarily your fellow man, fellow woman.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it's food. Some of us, we were the evidence of how lust gets to us sometimes. But we lust after a lot of different things. Especially in our black society, we lust after a whole lot of material things.
Tell us, tell us, tell us.
Envy.
Uh-oh.
Envy can be good in a subtle way. You know, you see, if I was an NBA player right now, I'd be envious of Steph Curry and Golden State Warriors. I would want what they had. I would try to go work hard so I could become that. And maybe I could become the best player in the NBA and win the championship and win like 80 games in the season. They still on pace to win about 80, right?
Yes.
I'm just joking. They only can win about 70-something right now. But once you envy all the time and too much and envy the wrong things, now remember, these are deadly sins.
Okay.
It usually ends up in a lot of people's death and demise.
All right.
Gluttony.
Uh-oh.
Gluttony go back to greed kind. But gluttony is mostly focused on what you ingest, what you put in your body.
Okay.
Not necessarily just food.
Yes.
It can be drugs, alcohol,
Yes.
coffee. I dare say coffee. For some people out there, you know, it's anything that you ingest too much, it can have a reverse effect on your body. You can have too many vegetables.
All right.
You can die of something from eating too much broccoli. So too much of a good thing. Oh, this is right up on everybody should rap.
Uh-oh.
We all been angry, right? Even the Bible tells us to be angry, but sin not. So if you can get to a point where you can stop, anger can motivate you to do some great things.
Yes.
But it also can motivate you to kill and destroy.
Lord have mercy.
And your demise is coming right after that because last time I checked, people don't let things just lie to rest these days. They got to go get their revenge too.
Yes, sir.
Somebody got to be the peacemaker after a while.
All right.
Now this one right here gets to me personally, sloth.
Uh-oh.
I don't like lazy people.
All right.
It's like when you take lazy to another degree. We all lazy. We all like a little vacation,
Yes.
a little relaxation. We like to chill.
Yes.
You know, when I'm at home watching my TV, don't disturb me. I want a lazy moment. But when I'm at work and I got responsibility and other people are in the assembly line of things, I don't want anybody else waiting on me.
Yes.
Especially at my job at a newspaper. If I'm not doing my part, then our production guy got to wait on me to get a story done and lay out something because I want to be a sloth. And then another thing about a sloth, they'll take credit for your work. I know y'all been there, but somebody else took credit for your work, right? Yeah, don't they make you upset, make you want to deadly sin? I watch a lot of ID, investigative discovery. These things have led to a lot of people dying. And you wonder, why would they go kill them? But this right here, I think, I want to focus on this one, because usually when you see the 7 deadly sins listed, this is the first one.
Yes.
Pride. I would dare say pride is the foundation of all these right here.
Yes.
Holds them all up. We all got our pride.
Yes.
And it's good to have pride at times. Take pride in your school. When you talk to Sister Boyd, you hear about Melrose.
Yes.
No Golden Wildcats. You talk to Brother Boyd, you hear about Hamilton.
Yes.
You talk to me, I'm a proud Pharaoh. Mighty Pharaoh from Raleigh, Egypt. I ain't have to say Raleigh, Egypt. Y'all know what Pharaohs are.
Yes, sir.
But you take pride in things like that, which is okay. You can take pride in your church.
Yes.
I tell anybody, I attend Church of Christ at Ridge Grove.
Yes, sir.
So having pride is good up to a point.
All right.
But pride has gotten a lot of people put into jail and into their grave prematurely. Pride is, I dare say, destroying a lot of our communities
Yes, sir.
as black people today.
Yes.
Foolish pride.
Yes.
Now we had heard to our reading from Brother Bebop that pride, that arrogant heart that you have,
Yes.
God does not like it. He despises it, and you will be punished.
Amen.
But we also learned that if you have too much pride, he will resist you.
Yes.
But if you're humble, he'll give you grace, as we heard through James 4:6.
Amen.
But I wonder, can I get a brother to get Proverbs 11:2 for me?
Yes, sir.
Because just in case you're thinking that, when you had too much pride, that foolish pride, I want to break it down to you where you stand in the eyes of the Lord. When you have that pride that you walk around with.
Yes, sir. When pride
disgrace, shame. You know, a lot of people on this earth will look at you when you got your nose up in the air.
Yes, sir.
They hate to see you coming.
Yes, sir.
They're thinking like this person's full of it.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear what they have to say. You can be saying something meaningful, worthwhile.
Right.
But if you come off as arrogant, prideful, you know, you want to throw your degrees up in folks' face because you feel like you're so educated. You want to throw up your biblical knowledge in front of somebody because you run to church all the time and things like that. That can rub people the wrong way.
Yes, it can.
You got to have a humble name so you can come with some grace,
Yes.
not as a disgrace.
Amen.
Brother Boy concluded for me, please.
But with the lowly is wisdom.
So I'm blessed to have the job I have as a journalist.
Yes.
You know, we were taught this lesson here that we're supposed to be the smartest people on campus
Yes.
without anybody knowing.
Uh-huh.
Because we have to ask some of the dumbest questions in the world.
Yes.
We need to walk into any situation, any store, and be knowledgeable. We got many different professions out here in front of me right now. If I come to do a story on you, your establishment, and what you do for a living, I need to humble myself to ask questions. To, dare I say, play dumb, so I can get the information, so I can inform readers. I would tell you, this question gonna sound dumb, but what are you doing right now? You be in front of me demonstrating something. I need you to break it down to me in layman's terms. I can see what you're doing,
Right.
but I need you to break it down for me,
Right.
so I can put it out there to inform people. Then I gotta have just enough knowledge not to insult you.
That's right.
So I won't come in there like, I gotta teach them everything that I'm doing right now. So I gotta be like, oh, so that's a capacitor. Oh, okay, I gotta work both sides of it. Can you humble yourself? I know what I'm looking at, but can you humble yourself? We all face those situations
Yes, sir.
in life. Now I want to break it down. What do we take pride in as a people? I was blessed to eavesdrop on the conversation between Sister Plum and Sister William back there at the right time. Sat down just at the right time to hear them talking. And I was like, y'all want to come over here and deliver the message for me? Because y'all was hitting on all the streets that I plan on touching today.
Wonderful.
I said, that's confirmation from the good Lord above. That I might be coming up here saying something that needs to be said. So I hope everybody paying attention. We got a nice mixture out there, so y'all get y'all toes ready. It's time to start stomping. Okay, what do we take pride in? Think about it for a second. What do we take pride in? What do you take pride in? This is the first thing I wrote down. From my observation of society, we take more pride in the name across our chest and on our feet than we do in our own name.
Uh-oh.
Let me break it down for you.
Fix it.
How many lines of people have you seen stand in line for Jordans, LeBrons,
Round the building.
KDs,
Round the building.
knowing that they bringing cash on them, got the $250, $300 in their pocket, and they wonder about people coming up there with the guns to give them your money. They know you got it on you. You're standing in line for some shoes. Shoes.
Hello.
You can't dunk a basketball with these shoes, but you stand in line for these shoes. So many young men walk around with pride, but they got that little horsey, with one man, not two of them, because two of them mean you got a cheap one. That's association polo, right? Y'all don't want that one. Y'all just want the one guy.
Hello.
Got that polo across your chest. Ralph Lauren says thank you, because that's who's getting paid as we sport his clothing. Tommy Hilfiger, we got the little box right there. This man come out and said that, he's not a big fan of black people.
Hello.
But we're a fan of his clothes, so we keep buying it.
Yes.
We take more pride in our Nautica, whatever. Oh, I'm going over, so that's making me sound up. Y'all know what y'all wear out there now. You take pride in what's on your feet, your hats and this and that, so you want to be fresh. But what does your name mean to anybody?
Yes.
When people hear your name, what does it mean? Do they think of a criminal? Do they think of a thief?
Yes.
Or do they think of a upstanding young man or young lady when they hear your name? Do they find virtue in your name? I do take pride. You go out to Millington, Tennessee, and you say, Thomas Ellis, they think you're somebody. So it's taken me 13 years to earn that, but the good Lord has blessed me to make a good name for myself out there. I see my dad take advantage of it. He's like, I'm Thomas Senior. I'm like, oh, come on in, we'll help you. Yeah, go ahead and take care of it. Got his lawnmower fixed. So yeah, them kids up at Millington High School, like, you Thomas' dad? Wow, I'm like, I'm Thomas too. He's like, yeah. So did you see how important a name is?
Amen.
If it's still a few old people left up in Raleigh, Egypt, at one point with Calagadeiras, my brothers, they told me, I don't want to go up there. I got to live with a being like you. And then I'm like, well, I apologize. And he's like, shoot, I didn't know that my hard work was going to pay off like that. But when you get your name out there in a good way, that's a beautiful thing to have. When people can trust your word and your name. You give your word and you back up what you say. You live up to with the promises you make. You say you're going to be somewhere and do something, you're accountable. That's a beautiful thing, that your name matters to somebody. to the point where if somebody accused you of something, somebody said, no, she wouldn't do that. I know her. She wouldn't do that. Because your name and your history, what you put up behind it, means something. Okay, another thing that I think we take pride in is our status on social media instead of our status in society. In society, blacks, we make up 13% of the population.
All right.
But we commit more than half of the violent crimes.
Uh-oh.
Make up about 90% of the prison population. But we'll put on Facebook, Instagram, our latest fight. We actually will put our crimes on the internet so it can make it easy to prosecute us. We'll run in front of the camera and say, yeah, and we'll throw up our set. We'll rep our city. Like I saw a so-called preacher, he was defending his wife. And then in the midst of defending his wife, I'm from Oakland. What does that mean? But I'm guilty of that. When I want to intimidate somebody, man, I'm from Memphis, North Memphis.
Uh-oh.
I had to stop and think about it for a second. Like,
Fix it,
okay,
Thomas.
North Memphis worse than South Memphis?
Fix it.
No, if I can't, wait, where's the most violent place in Memphis? Then I'll call that out next time. So I remember when we went to Europe for my senior trip, and this was 1999. You heard the city of Memphis. First thing I thought was Elvis, barbecue, good music, things that we can be proud of and say pride.
Yes, sir.
Good things to be proud of in the city. Now you mention from Memphis, they looking at you like, where your scars at? Where your bullet holes at? Like, I'm one of the tough ones since I don't have any bullets on me. You know? So now when they hear Memphis, they think of one of the most violent places to live in America, one of the worst places to live. We are the city that would kill you over heroin.
Lord have mercy.
We are a ratchet city. So we don't take pride in our city anymore. And you know the reason why we put it out there, we put our status updates. We want to showcase how bad we are, how bad we got it, and how tough we are. Now in reverse, some people use that social media to kind of pat themselves on the back and toot their own horn. Did you really do it from a good place? Did you do it from a loving place, that gesture? Or did you just do it so you can have something to post and brag about, stick your chest out about? Do you just jump on social media to showcase all the things that the good Lord bless you with that can be taken away from you so you can lure people into this well, either as your next, conquest or, you're trying to explore people? So why do we really use social media? Why can't we use it to promote positive things?
Yes.
Ridge Grove has a Facebook page.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know when to show up for service because they're not looking for that.
Hello.
But they're looking for, you find what you look for in social media.
Yes.
So most of y'all looking for trouble, I'm here to tell you. But let's worry about getting our status in society in a better place as black people, instead of worry about what our social media is saying.
Right.
Next, I want to point out that we are proud of our institutions of imprisonment instead of our institutions of learning.
Fix it.
Now, this hit me personally when I had just a few people show up to my college graduation party, but when my uncle got out of jail, everybody and their mama showed up.
Hello.
And they like, he just did I did 4 years too? Shoot, my 4 years were hard. I had to wake up voluntarily and go in. Shoot, they woke him up. No, I'm just joking, it was a joke. But why do we put down people that try to educate themselves in the black community? You think you all that, and I dare say, you acting white.
Uh-oh.
What is acting white? What is acting black?
Fix it.
Not every white person goes to college, and it makes them say, yeah, I've seen Honey Boo Boo. And not every black person is an ignorant fool. No, you're just trying to better yourself. And when I say institutions of higher learning, that's not necessarily a college campus. That could be Bible college like Brother Freddie did to better himself. That can be the gym where you are learning how to work your body and to put yourself in better shape. Any place where you go to enrich your mind, your spirit, and your mental is a place of learning. If you're going to take a yoga class, something that better keeps you out of trouble, keeps you out of those institutions of imprisonment. But we take more pride in the black community of saying, we'll tell you that my uncle, he did 6 years up in Leavenworth. We brag on that before we talk about our cousin who got his degree from Christian Brothers.
See there?
Or the young man that walked across stage at Howard University.
Fix it.
Or the University of Memphis. We don't want to brag about that. We leave it up to just his grandma and his mom, maybe. But everybody else, we just kind of hide it and we're ashamed of it. So don't be afraid to use these institutions that we blessed with out there to build ourselves and enrich ourselves so we can avoid those prisons and things. Like I said, we make up 90% of the prison population. Most of that's black men.
Fix it.
That's a shame. Because black men are embarrassed to do anything worthwhile good because we look down upon it in our society. You know how many times I've been mocked and ridiculed just because I hadn't been to jail?
Lord have mercy.
And I'm like, am I supposed to be ashamed of that? No, thank you. I ain't falling for that okey doke. Okay. Now, let's get some toes ready for this one. We take more pride in our physical appearance instead of our physical well-being.
Fix it.
Okay, let me take a deep breath while I say this. I'm gonna get to these hair hats out there, the hair weaves, and things like that. And I feel like I got a foundation to stand on because 4 people have died in our city
Lord have mercy.
over this hair phenomenon. That people, most of our young women, invest too much, $10 billion industry.
Yes.
And they say the black community doesn't have money.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We spend it on hair products.
Fix it.
Why? I'll leave that up to y'all to answer. Y'all know why. But I've seen the effects of what it does.
Yes.
How some kids are going without eating or proper home care because mom got to take care of her hair to look good so she can take a selfie and post it. When a lady takes a young man's life who's trying to run an honest business, we trying to get on the hustle. The Koreans, the Iranians, they make good money at this. Why can't we do it for each other? You know, the hair care product business started with black people in California. Asian community came in, infiltrated, learned, found the secrets, made the same product, sold it for cheaper, and systematically moved them out of the way.
Yes.
Now their kids get to go to college and have nice cars and stuff off y'all hard work.
Yes.
So they owe y'all a debt of gratitude,
Yep.
black women. So I hope y'all listening to me.
Yes.
So this hair has gotten to the point where it's more important than taking care of your children in a lot of households. Not everyone. I'm not standing up here saying all. But it's gotten to a point where it's, to a lot of these young ladies, the younger they're getting, the worse they're getting with it. And the colors are getting ridiculous, the styles are getting ridiculous. When God bless y'all with a unique head of beautiful hair,
Yes.
unique from any other person walking this earth, why don't y'all showcase that? Why don't y'all make that look beautiful? Work with what you got.
Man.
Save some money.
Man.
It's a beautiful thing when you see a black woman wearing a natural style or a style that's more African-centric.
Yes.
That appeals to us as men.
Yes.
I'm speaking for most men, not all.
Yes.
It's some that love seeing those eyelashes come way out here and the hair coming way down here.
Fix it.
And,
Fix
and all the piercings and stuff like that. And I gotta get on our young men when you think that, you know, sagging. I should know what kind of underwear you have on. I shouldn't. But that's the style that you want to, you know, infiltrate and portray out there.
Yes.
You know, you spending all your money on clothes and gear,
Fix it.
trying to appeal to what? This tattooed up and down because that draws in who? Draws in what? You know, you realize what you're attracting out there and what you're going to draw in. That's vice versa for men and women.
Yes.
So, and this is who we puff up as the role models
Right.
in our society. And it's funny when I go around a group of kids that are not used to, they can see like, wow, you must run a business, you must do something just how I look, I guess. And then they show me that respect. So those kids are crying out for that kind of attention, that kind of mentoring. They need clean, decent young men and young women to look out for them and be there for them. They're craving that. They just don't want the bling bling and all that stuff as they role models. They do want some sensible, upstanding people to look at. And it's just, that's why they love Steph Curry. That's a clean-cut family man. And you hear kids, I'm Steph Curry, I'm Steph Curry. They crave that.
Yes.
So it's a need for it out there. And also, when I'm talking about our physical well-being, we put so many clothes on ourselves, spend so much money on things like that, but do we really exercise our bodies? Do we really train our bodies? Do we eat properly? We deep fry everything. We butter down everything. And it's delicious, don't get me wrong. But do we take time to make sure things are clean inside? You know, as the older you get, that's when we start to focus on it a little bit more. And it's nothing worse than seeing a young lady or a young man wearing something too tight, too little, and everything's popping out like a biscuit. It's like, wow, can we tuck some of that back in? Until, you know, go run a couple miles and lose some weight before you try to put that gear on and taking pictures and everything and showcasing this. So it's not like we worry about physical well-being, we just worry about physical appearance. And lastly, on this point right here, we take more pride in our church instead of being part of the church.
Right.
I hope y'all heard me on that.
Yes.
We take more pride in our church instead of being part of the church. As we know from our reading and our learning here at Ridge Grove, we are the church.
Yes.
It's the individual parts that make up the body. It's not this building. It's not the structure. There's a lot of people who take pride in pointing to that big building on the hill. That's my church.
Fix it.
It's like, okay, what does that church do for you? what do you do for that church?
Right.
The church is just a building. I can move into that, after the great foreclosures of 2008, 2009, a lot of those buildings turned into community centers,
Right.
gyms,
Right.
just anything because they couldn't afford it.
Right.
So they had to give up that big physical structure and it turned into something else. We can leave out here today in Ridge Grove and somebody come put a disco ball up in the middle and start playing some music. It's a discotheque. This is just a building. But when we come here, Wednesday nights, Sunday mornings, when we have picnics or when we need to open the doors for our members, that's church right there. And what are you doing to be a part of that you can take pride in? Not to the point where you need to pat yourself on the back and stick your chest out, but when you're doing the Lord's will and God's work. What are you really doing for your church? Or this is just something you get to holler and just say, I go to such and such, I go to such and such. I'm part of greater blah, 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 blah. You know, we look at, I would even dare say, Memphis at one point was such in a good spiritual place. When the Kojic convention was here, it was handled with dignity, with class.
Yes.
It wasn't going viral.
All right.
I'm not gay no more. It wasn't doing stuff like that. It was handled in a more dignified way, but they ran up to St. Louis, and now it's like every year some video goes viral, and it's embarrassing the Kojic name. It's just like someone else can embarrass the name of the Church of Christ. So you got to think about that. What are you doing when you're a part of the church? So, Brother Boy, you can get Galatians 6, starting at verse 1. 1 through 10, we're going to go through it real quick.
All right.
So I know we can get to that good food that's being prepared over there.
Man.
My sister Boyd and the crew.
Right.
So, Galatians 6.
All right.
You can get verse 1 and 2 for me real quick.
Yes, sir. Brethren,
That's all of us.
if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness,
Yes.
considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
Okay, verse 2.
Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ.
Now we see how other people are tempted by things in life, by the material things and just things that plague us all the time. We can see clear what's bothering somebody else and what somebody else's Achilles heel. Because sometimes we even might, think of something in front of them to tempt them. But just remember, the same vices that affect other people can affect you. You're accessible to being tempted too in temptation. So that's why we're supposed to help our brothers and sisters when they're going through despair, going through tough times, to bear their pain. So, and trust me, if you ever get down in the trenches with somebody and truly talk to them, it'll make you realize I don't need to go down this road either. Talk to a recovering drug addict, a recovering alcoholic. Let them, and if they honest enough with you and tell you what they've really been through, it will keep you away from that bottle and from them pills, that weed, all that stuff. If they truly are open and honest with you, and if you truly try to help them, they will help you in that way. It's a payoff when you're helping your brothers and sisters in true need. And that's why, the diagram up there is a figure trying to help up another.
Yes.
Like Brother Boy says all the time, you should look down on somebody unless you're willing to try to help them up.
Amen.
So that's what that figure is there for. I want to bring that home. Take some pride in helping people. And Brother Boy, verse 3, pick up verse 3 for me.
For if a man think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself.
Okay, hold your point there for a second. Pride will creep over on all of us.
Yes.
It will creep on all of us. I told my story last time I was up here when I made my famous speech at school.
Yes.
I stood up and went off on everybody. My pride got the best of me that day. I'm the most dependable. I'm the one you always count on.
Yes.
Why was I really doing all this stuff?
Hello.
I just wanted a little picture in the yearbook so people 30 years from now can look and say, who's that big head guy? Is that what it was all about? Or did it affect and touch lives to a point where it inspired them to do something? God bless me with the talent to draw. I better put it to good use.
Man.
It ain't for me to hold on to. But I'm going to just hit y'all with a few quick little things that you might hear to kind of might put yourself in check there. You might say stuff like, I go to church when the door's open. I'm a regular at the gym. Okay. I'm always on time for work. I do everything for my kids. And I'm a good child. I graduated. All these things are things you're supposed to do, people.
That's right.
So parents, I'm putting y'all on the check real quick. When you're talking about, I didn't even my child, you had them. You're supposed to. Don't be bragging about that. Now, we're doing stuff for your grown children. Yes. You can brag on that because they're supposed to be grown. But yeah, you're doing as a loving parent would do, trying to help them get to a better place in life.
Yes.
so they can stand on their own, so they can just not only walk, run sometimes.
Man.
And then I see some folks sometimes. I graduated from high school. Okay, you're supposed to. It's like that's what you kind of supposed to do. You dropping out is a phenomenon. You not finishing is weird. You're supposed to walk across that stage. And we have to get that in our society, that understanding. I remember 1999 when I walked across stage, some of my classmates were celebrating like they just won the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. I'm like, wow, this is it for them. Me and my best friend, it's a picture my mom took of us just walking away from the crowd. Because we both knew we had another graduation coming up.
Hello.
We wasn't stopping there. It's like, this ain't it. Like, if the Lord blessed me with breath in my body, in 4 years, 5 years, I'll be doing this again. This is nice, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But this ain't it. So when you can tell when somebody's, that's not, real achievements, we need to understand what a real achievement is in black society. Like, you're going to church. You're supposed to go to church. So you're supposed to give time to the Lord and worship the Lord. So what you're doing when you're there, how you spending that time.
Right.
Is it worthwhile? When you go into the gym, I know a lot of people go to the gym. I've been going there for 9 years. They look the same. they out there longer than me. They there before I get there, and they there after I'm leaving. Yeah, so their mouth muscles are in excellent shape. In excellent shape. Bro, you're right. They're coming to you saying, you just ran 3 miles in 30 minutes. That's all. Like, okay, then you just reach over and hit their treadmill. Like, okay then, so be quiet. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here. I'm taking care of me. You take care of you. But if we can help each other out, we need to. So I'm going to encourage you. I love when people say stupid stuff to me in the gym. It's encouraging. I bet you can't do this. Like, I'll show you. But I'm not going to hurt myself. Let's take a lesson from Brother Freddie today. Don't overdo it. And I had a couple people looking at me once that was being said. I'm good. I know how to control myself. And it's a blessing to have a job.
Yes.
So when you go do your job, trust me, they'll keep you on it, first of all.
Yes.
This day and age, it's hard to get a promotion or get a raise. But I think the raise is keeping the job this day and age. As long as they keep you on, you're doing something right.
That's right.
So you don't have to go bragging about it, because once you start getting puffed up on your job, people will try to bring you down on your job. They will start systematically trying to eliminate you.
Yes.
So be the quiet one, the humble one working, and just do your job. Make sure it's not hard for them. Okay, Brother Boy, you pick up at verse 4 and 5 for me?
But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another.
Yes.
For every man shall bear his own burden.
That says it right there. Yes. So, the Lord has blessed all of us sitting in here with health and strength, clothes, cars that got us, nice cars that got us up here, homes, and even this weekend, the beautiful weather. Yes. I know I didn't have to turn on any heat or air.
Wonderful.
How are we using those blessings? That He's bestowing upon us? Are we spending quality time with our family, friends? Are we doing things that worthwhile, that's enriching and encouraging people? That we're so blessed with, or are we just worried about ourselves?
Fix it.
And then when somebody's going through trouble and heartaches, do we run the other way? The old saying is once a man, twice a child. Right. I dare say that a lot of us have been faced with. Sometimes you can reach that state before the age. You get in an accident that can take mental capabilities away from you and force you into a situation where somebody else has to look out for you. Somebody else has to wipe you behind.
Yes.
Somebody else has to feed you. Do you want it to come down to that? And if we talk to some of the people, the ladies that work in the industry among our congregation, there's some humbling stories.
Yes.
When you see it firsthand. And especially when they do it with a care and a love.
Yes.
Because not everybody that takes on that job does it from a caring, loving place. They abuse some of their patients out of frustration and things like that. So when you can be somebody with the heart and the soul to do something like that, I dare say they are shaking hands with God every day.
Amen.
And I say thank you.
Thank you.
Because, Lord's willing, you live long enough, you might be back in that predicament in that state. When you meet somebody in their 70s, 80s, and 90s that still got their physical capabilities,
wonderful.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Amen.
So they want to drive a little bit slower on the road and hold me up. It's okay. It's okay.
Amen.
It's okay. I'm going to pass you as soon as it turns into 2 lanes, but I'm going to be like, thank God for you as I zoom right by you.
That's right.
But I might be 20, 25 years, Lord's willing, away from being that slow person driving in that car.
That's right.
So I drive a Lincoln already, so I guess I keep on driving Lincolns, taking up all the space on the road. I might go get me a 1977 Lincoln so I can take up even more space.
All right.
But God bless them, because, hey, they're there for a reason.
Yes.
They living on somebody else's time. So that's a beautiful thing.
Amen.
But are we taking care of ourselves in the eyes of the Lord and His law, and even these man-made laws?
Yes.
We don't have to disrespect another person. We don't have to have road rage and things like that. We can humble ourselves and just realize sometimes you just got to chalk it up to a life experience.
Right.
Let that person have it. So yeah, we don't have to get ourselves in trouble. So let's be about helping one another instead of hurting one another.
Amen.
Okay. And in my conclusion, Brother Boy, you get verse 6 and 8 for me real quick.
Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things.
So once we sitting in here learning, we got a responsibility. We got to go out there and share this word. Verse 7, Brother Boy.
Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
So I hope, like we just said, you want to help people, not hurt them. Because when you need that help, it will come back to you. When you've been busy hurting people, you better hope somebody shows some mercy on you. Because they can't wait to see you fall on your face. Because in their mind, you deserve it. They think you deserve it. Okay, verse 8 for me, Brother Boy.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Yes.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
This book we've been talking about this whole time up here is about what are you driven by? What do you take pride in?
Yes.
Do you take pride in those carnal things, those earthly things, those worldly things? Or do you take pride in the spiritual things that are risen to the Lord, glorify Him? Because you got to realize everything you have is courtesy of Him.
Yes.
He's blessed you with it. You didn't get into this stuff on your own. The Lord had to put you in places and bless you. He had to put people in your life to help get you there. I guarantee you, all of us have been on this earth and didn't even know we were on this earth at one point in time. It's called being a baby.
Yes.
It's called going to sleep.
Yes.
And there's somebody looking out for you, being there for you.
That's right.
So you got to look out for one another. And we become babes again, especially in Christ.
Man.
Some of us are more seasoned in here, a little bit more experienced. So when you see one of them coming to you and trying to tell you something, you better listen. Open up your ears.
Yes.
You know, the reason why I'm standing up here today, I had a lesson here. I got pulled over here a couple times. Got pointed in this direction. Had to hear a couple things about myself here and there, and I thank God for it.
Amen.
It humbled me.
Yes.
And it strengthened me.
Yes.
So are we taking times to tell our brothers and sisters out there who don't know about the 5 steps? Are we telling them that they need to hear the gospel?
Yes.
Then tell them to turn over to Acts 15:7.
Yes.
Do we tell them that they need to believe the gospel?
Yes.
And believe it with the heart up here, the thinking heart.
Yes.
Yeah, this right here, the pump, no, it's this heart up here, the one that absorbs knowledge and learning.
Right.
Mark 16:15-16.
Yes.
And then are we not only telling them that they need to repent of their sins, the 3rd step, are we showing them how we better in ourselves and working on things that we need to work on?
Man.
And that comes from Acts 17:30.
Yes.
And then it's when time for you to open your mouth and confess Christ.
Yes.
And that's Matthew 10:32 and 33.
That's right.
Then finally, go into that word grave of baptism.
Yes.
And then come up anew. That's Acts 2:33.
Man.
Are we teaching that to our brothers and sisters out there who need to know the way? Are we gearing them up for those steps to what's coming here to be baptized?
238. Right.
So, boy, you include verse 9 and 10 for me?
And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Now, hold your point there. It's going to be tough doing good.
Yes.
It's a narrow path.
Man.
And you wonder why you're doing this. You want to throw in the towel. Because sometimes the person you helping don't seem like they appreciate it. They could care less.
Man.
So, you know the old saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I know Brother Charles in the class talked over the last couple weeks like the old proverbs and sayings that we grow up with. I got to throw a couple out there. You know, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
That's right.
So why you going to go try to go tit for tat with somebody? Let them be the fool.
Amen.
Let them be the low down one.
Yes.
Just keep doing what you need to do.
Amen.
And do it with a humbleness in the class.
Yes.
That trust me, it's eating away at them on the inside.
Right.
So they're going to even come out and lash out even harder because they got to try harder to break you.
Yes.
And just know, they're expending all that energy being low down and evil.
Yes.
They're going to bed thinking about you.
Amen.
And you go to bed with peace of mind because you know you did right.
Amen.
You did what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
And they plotting and plotting. As we learn from Proverbs, that hole they digging. And one day they're going to look up and try to reach up. Ooh, it's a little too deep.
Hello.
Guess got to come and reach out and get you out.
Somebody got to help you.
That person that you've been trying to dig the hole for. I have to yank you, be the very one to yank you out. Conclude verse 10 for me.
As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially
where?
unto them who are of the household of faith.
Oh. You know it starts at home.
Yes.
This is home. I know a lot of us will run out and take care of other people and other churches did this so we can look good, but you got your family right here at Ridge Grove. And there's several times I've seen over the years that we stepped up and helped each other and been there for one another. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm proud to be part of this church family, part of this body, because we do our part as a church. Not just this building. It's not we don't have the prettiest building. It's not as pretty as, I dare say, James Road. Beautiful structure. Go down in Raleigh, head down James Road and see churches right next door to each other. Oh, Breath of Life. It takes your breath away. Gorgeous, beautiful church. And then the mega church of all churches, Bellevue. I think we put like, what, about a good 1,000 Ridge Groves in that bad boy? That thing is gorgeous. But I do know some people from Bellevue who are actually doing work, putting in work, trying to better their community. I also can say that about the small church up on the hill, the Church of Christ at Ridge Grove. So I thank y'all, and I hope that we take pride in being the church and helping one another instead of taking pride in foolish things. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.